Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Gaming Weekly. The footage that you're about to see is incredibly unsettling and extremely disturbing. To that, TGW is going to be throwing out the viewer discretion, and the reason why is because the Gaming Weekly in this episode was celebrating the TGW anniversary. However, something strange happened at the end of the broadcast. We don't know exactly what happened, but we can confirm, according to the TGW directors, it was a hack. And who was the man behind the hack? None other than Jonathan Galindo. To restate exactly what has been happening, 2 weeks ago, TGW sat down with Jonathan Galindo himself, and he explained the purpose of the Blue Whale Challenge. Last week in TGW, Jonathan Galindo released some disturbing documents that revealed his disturbing past. And now tonight in TGW, Jonathan Galindo vowed that he was going to strike back, and that's exactly what happened. The footage that you're about to see is incredibly unsettling as mentioned. Watch at your own risk. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gaming Weekly has officially been hacked. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Gaming Weekly as we welcome you to the Gaming Weekly anniversary event. For the first time in 3 years, we are live on Minecraft, the Xbox One Edition on Tumble. However, there are some disturbing rumors that are circulating around the community, rumors running rampant that Jonathan Galindo will strike against our own TGW channel for not taking him seriously. More information on that very soon. Hey everybody, Want Money Games, I'm Adrian, Matt, voice of TGW, alongside with the leader of the Rebel Weekly, Rebel T-Tom87. Before we get to the TGW TRW controversy, though, we're going to talk about that later on. We got to talk about Jonathan Galindo. And the fact of the matter is, he is very upset. Perhaps he may be joining us tonight. We don't know. Rumors are running rampant. But again, Mr. Rebel, welcome aboard.
Thank you for having me. I'm back here with my good cowboy friend Chucky here. And yeah, why is he here? Why is Jonathan here? I mean, we interviewed him. I thought we thought that was the last that we was going to see Jonathan Galindo.
Well, let us not forget, 2 weeks ago in that TGW interview with Mr. Jonathan Galindo, he said that the Blue Whale Challenge, the purpose of the challenge is for the outsiders to be fed. He believes the Blue Whale Challenge is all about making sure that everyone plays the game, and he said that he was going to do everything he can to make sure that everyone plays the game. But again, a week later, though, courtesy of Jonathan Galindo, Galindo was able to release all these cryptic documents revealing his past, very dark past concerning Jonathan Galindo. However, he is now saying that perhaps maybe the Gaming Weekly is not taking him seriously. As you can see already, Matt Skills went to this matchup right now. Matt Skills with the first point of the matchup. Nicholas with 2 already. Nicholas joining us for the first time in TGW. His great acquisition, of course, perhaps maybe his skills will be on display tonight in this Tumble matchup for the first time in 3 years. But when it comes to Galindo, going back to that controversy, apparently, again, rumors are running rampant that he is upset, that he is angry and frustrated, that he is livid and irate over the fact that, again, TGW in his mind is not taking him seriously. We're going to find out what that means later on. But let's talk about the TGW TRW controversy. Over the past couple of weeks, you've been waiting for that answer. The Rebel Weekly threw out the proposal a couple of weeks ago. You want a Community War Part 4 because you want the second brand courtesy of the Gaming Weekly. Again, later on tonight, TGW will get that answer for you.
We want that. We need that. We need the part 4 because you guys want. You guys said it's like you don't want to fight us, but I think you guys do. I think you want to prove who's the better brand. But you guys know what? We are TRW. Why? Because we are 2, you are 1. We 2 and 1.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's not forget Community War Part 3 back in 2017 in December. Let's not forget the Gaming Weekly was able to defeat the Rebel Weekly, and that was the one that counts. Have you ever heard the saying, it's what you do last that counts?
No, I never, what? Did you just made that up, right?
No, not at all. It's a real saying. But nonetheless, though, the Gaming Weekly was able to defeat the Rebel Weekly back in the Community War Part 3. That is what counts because it was dubbed the end of an era. I'm not quite sure why you guys decided to stick your nose where it didn't belong, to return again out of the shadows, to regroup, and of course re-strategize to target TGW.
Not you. You see, Yellow, he betrayed the Rebel Weekly, to which gave the Gaming Weekly the victory. Right? So, with Yellow, okay, I destroyed Yellow. I came back to destroy Yellow. But there's something else that was missing. TGW.
That being?
TGW. So, TGW is on that same list. So I destroyed yellow, and TGW is next.
You got to be absolutely kidding me. So now it's a hit list. Now you have the Gaming Weekly that is next on your list that you're going to be targeting. Let's not forget the Rebel Weekly is made up of jackals. You guys should be known as the Ruthless Weekly, TRW, not the Rebel Weekly. You guys like to be ruthless and aggressive.
Aggressive, yeah, thank you. We are very aggressive, you know. We very proudly of our aggressiveness. Thank you.
Well, not in a good way.
However, we did get the 2 wins, and you did get the 1. You know, I mean, you should be proud of just getting the 1 win. You know, where I'm proud of getting the 2 wins, and when I'm not going to tell you, but when TGW give us the okay to do community part 4, it will be 3 in 1.
Wait a minute. As we get to that in a minute, back into this matchup, Tumble is already continue on. Nicholas has been rolling here tonight, the newest acquisition for TGW. As you can see, Nicholas is joining us tonight. Matt Skills along with his friend Stoney, and of course Benny joining us all live for the Tumble minigame match that we haven't seen for 3 years. But going back to the Gaming Weekly TRW controversy, how can you sit there and say that? First off, the Gaming Weekly would have defeated the Rebel Weekly in the first 2 community wars had it not been for the cheating tactics you guys displayed first off. And then secondly, yes, and secondly, yes, absolutely. You guys decided to cheat the first 2 community wars.
No, because you guys crossed the boss, right? You guys crossed Scorch, if I remember correctly. So when you crossed the boss, did you actually think that the boss would like go with whatever you guys were doing? No, Scorch betrayed you guys. He didn't agree with what you guys were. He hated you guys, and so did Minigun. So Minigun did the same thing. Now, granted, Minigun and Scorch did have that feud back then. They made up within TDRW, and then Yellowish, out of nowhere, decided to betray TRW in the community for part 3, and I was absent. I was nowhere around. So you guys decided to, let's get Yellow. I bet you paid Yellow too. You paid Yellow to go against Rebel Tea Time.
We didn't pay anybody. What are you talking about?
No. This is what you said. You said Rebel Tea Time is not around. So we are going to pay you to betray him, and Yellow accepted. Yeah. You brainwashed Yellow. Yes.
Well, let's not forget why Yellow betrayed the Rebel Weekly, because he saw the light. He finally realized the Gaming Weekly was in the right as opposed to in the wrong, and the Rebel Weekly was in the wrong over the past couple of years. You best believe, as you can already see, Nicholas has been absolutely dominant in this game, ladies and gentlemen. All TGW superstars leaving us tonight, leaving that Nicholas is the last man standing in this TGW Tumble match for the first time in 3 years. Nicholas has been absolutely rolling. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you this right here, right now. Absolutely, Nicholas, the greatest TGW acquisition when it comes to Tumble. He's been absolutely dominating. Even before this broadcast started, he was dominating left and right. Nicholas, of course, now a TGW exclusive, and there's only one brand you can see the Gaming Weekly exclusive, and that is indeed TGW, the Gaming Weekly. The TGW anniversary event continues on. Adrian Matt alongside with the Rebel T-Time 87, the leader of the Rebel Weekly, as we're continuing on with the controversy. However, before we get to that, though, very interesting to note, the Gaming Weekly celebrated the anniversary, the achievements, the accomplishments. Nicholas here tonight has catapulted his TGW tenure to the next stratosphere, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. Nicholas is doing amazing tonight with this tumbling. Twinkle.
Oh my. You just don't care. You're a Mr. Negative. You don't care about Minecraft. You don't care about Fortnite. It's all about the great TGW fans and members having fun tonight.
Oh, you don't know. I do care about the TGW fans. What I don't care about is Fortnite and Minecraft. That's what I don't care about.
Well, I gotta stop you right there, Rebel, because we're being told, rather, the great TGW directors are telling us that a part of the Gaming Weekly anniversary event coming up next, it is TGW's own Minecraft Battle. The Battle minigame is up next. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to the Gaming Weekly. The anniversary continues moments ago. Nicholas with a great victory on Tumble, but right now we are now switching gears to battle. Adrian Matt alongside with my broadcast colleague Rebel T-Tom87. In just a moment, we're going to be giving out the answer. Will TGW accept the proposal laid up by Rebel from a couple of weeks ago? Yes. Will there be a Community War Part 4? We're going to find out. Did I just hear Chucky? As you can see, Zombie Legend 96 already slaying Nicholas down, ending his momentum tonight.
Yeah, so about the answer, it's going to be yes. It's going to be the correct answer is to say yes to the proposal that I gave. TGW versus TRW Part 4. You're going to say
Well, with that said, according to the TGW directors, ladies and gentlemen, we can't confirm, and hopefully, Rebel, you're listening right now, we can't confirm. The Gaming Weekly has accepted there will indeed be a Community War Part 4, the Rebel Weekly versus the Gaming Weekly for a fourth time in the history of the channel.
Wonderful. That is good.
Go ahead,
yes.
Celebrate.
Yes,
but you do understand, have you ever heard the saying, since we're saying a lot of different quotes here tonight, have you ever heard the saying, be careful what you wish for because you might just get it? Well, indeed you just got the Gaming Weekly and Community War Part 4.
Have you heard, come at the king, you best not miss, because you're coming at the king and you best not miss, because if you do, well, that's on you, partner, because we are going to win. We are going to be 3-1.
Hey, I'll beat you to the punch. How about that? I'll one-up you. Have you ever heard of the saying, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's rather the size of the fight in the dog? Nonetheless, though, again, the Gaming Weekly is going to be that big fight feel against the Rebel Weekly. Community War Part 4, we, of course, well, unconfirmed when TGW is going to be facing the Rebel Weekly, but we can confirm tonight that the Gaming Weekly has accepted on behalf of TGW directors, but now switching gears after we got the answer to perhaps something more disturbing. Blue Whale Challenge and Jonathan Galindo, the two add up. To what? To destruction. Jonathan Galindo believes that the Gaming Weekly is not taking Mr. Galindo seriously after we released documents in his behalf. Remember the documents, they actually released some very disturbing past issues that Galindo faced when he was an adolescent. I gotta ask you, Rebel, do you believe Jonathan Galindo is pulling our chains? Do you believe this is true? Do you believe this is all just a ruse?
I think he's a moron. I think Galindo needs help. Yeah, I mean, he's a disturbed human being, you know? He needs to be arrested.
I agree with you.
Let me tell you something. I've suffered from depression. I've suffered from hatred. You know, I've dealt with that. I've dealt with bullying and all that stuff. I'm suicidal. I tried 6 times. And you torture. You make you get pleasure from kids or from people in general taking pictures, harming themselves. What a sick human being you are. You Suicide is not a joke. Suicide is real. So for anybody that has problems, for anybody that is suicidal, you can call the suicide hotline. For the LGBTQ plus community, you know you have Trevor Project. For the transgender, for your dysphoria, there's a trans suicide hotline for you as well. Don't think you're alone, because you're not.
Yeah, a very touchy subject, and to that we will say on behalf of the Gaming Weekly, we're speaking in behalf of everybody here, part of this community. If there's anybody out there, the TGW fans, or any great people out there outside of the Gaming Weekly, if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling that you're in that dark place that you cannot get out of, please understand that there can be, of course, help be given for you. And what you can do is you can Just like my broadcast colleague was referencing moments ago, you can call the suicide hotline. You can contact us if you want to. You can contact any trusted adults or anybody you trust because, again, you are not alone in this world. But to that, we're going to go ahead and switch gears to something more lightly here tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly, because over the past couple of weeks, the Gaming Weekly, as this match is beginning to break down already at the early going, I was just going to say that the Gaming Weekly has been interacting with the great TGW fans. But before I get to that, I got to say again, Rebel, it has been a tremendous TGW anniversary event here tonight. We saw Tumble, and now we're witnessing battle to see who's going to be catapulting their TGW tenure to the next stratosphere, to the next level. Of course, it is all about trying to make a name for yourself, especially in an event like here, the Gaming Weekly's anniversary.
Right, so with the battle, you know, you gotta throw 30 men out over the top rope, you know, with 2 feet hitting the floor. The last one inside that ring is the winner.
Wait a minute, hold on. This is not WWE at all. This is Minecraft Battle.
Oh, okay. Well, the same rules apply, right?
Well, somewhat. Of course, you got to pick up the loot and the weapons, try to do everything you can to try to eliminate your opponent. And the man with the most amount of points at the end of the game will indeed be the winner of the matchup. But nevertheless, though, again, something lighter again, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the YouTube app. And what you're going to want to do is simply attend and go to your app store if you have an iPhone. Go to the Google Play Store if you have an Android. Well, you got to do it again for the TGW anniversary. Again, TGW going to continue to interact with the great TGW fans. And again, ladies and gentlemen, on your phone, you're going to want to make sure you download the YouTube app if possible. And
playing Mickey. That's what all this world needs. And I will continue to have people play it, no matter what.